to our economy, which is already hanging on by a thread. Sean, Emma?
All right, well, wait to see what happens next. Christina Thompson, thanks so much. Here to discuss is John Mozinski, General Chairman of the Railroad Workers Union Chapter of Minnesota. Also, David Manning is joining us, Union Class 1 locomotive engineer of 17 years. Gentlemen, welcome to National Report. John, let me start with you. What do you make of the current terms given in this proposed deal?
So thanks for having me. Obviously, we're disappointed that Congress got involved. They essentially are imposing an agreement that 54% of the membership had already rejected. And so while we are happy that they at least put in the sick days in Resolution 119, you'll talk to many guys and they still feel upset that obviously their right to do a collective action to strike was taken away. Yeah.
Well, I want to go to David on that and maybe your thoughts too. Is this only about the sick days? If the 7 sick days are approved and put in there with that resolution, is that a done deal for you? Are you happy with that? Or is there more to it?
I told you guys the first couple times I've been on with you guys, it's always been about a quality of life statement and amount of time we could take off without being disciplined. As of right now, we have 0 paid sick days. And that's what we're trying to get. So this resolution needs to pass. They need to come together. We need to be contacting our senators, and we need to end this.
Yeah.
If 7 days is the best that we can get, then let's get it done.
Well, let me stay on this because I know you're reaching out to lawmakers to assist. And of course, now we've seen Congress get involved. Senator Bernie Sanders has been very supportive of the union workers. Let's listen to what he had to say.
Take off are the paid leaves that we have to earn the year. We have 0 sick days. The only days we're allowed to take off are the paid leaves that we have to earn the year prior to it.
4 of the 12 railroad unions rejected a recent agreement with rail operators. A main sticking point has been the amount of sick leave for rail workers. If a deal is not reached or forced by Congress, a strike could begin after December 9th.
Unions that represent 55% of rail labor have voted this contract down.
There are no paid sick days in this national agreement, and that's a problem for our members. And
as part of the contract negotiations, the rail workers are asking for 7 days of paid sick leave. This is not a radical idea.
We're not asking for the world here. We're asking for a few days off a month to spend with our family.
The railroad workers traditionally have had no sick time, and now with the very, very harsh attendance policies that we're faced with, railroad workers get very, very little time off work. And it has come to a crunch point. We're seeing workers leaving the industry in droves, in numbers never, ever believed possible.
So Newsmax viewers would recognize a familiar face in, of all places, the Bernie Sanders sort of ad that he cut out, a video that he was promoting. David, what was it like to be a part of that?
I had no idea I was a part of it, but it was nice to see.
Yeah. What's it been like, the communication with politicians? Have you had any of it, David? Have you reached out to local lawmakers?
Absolutely. They all send their copy and paste responses. They already know what they think they're going to do. So at the end of the day, we still just need to keep sending it. Flood their emails, flood their phone calls, get everybody on the line, tell them exactly what needs to happen to squash this.
Yeah, John, I'll end on you here. This is something that the entire country obviously is watching, but also 55% of the rail workforce is watching as well. Again, final thoughts on this. Congress getting involved. I think you mentioned that you wish it didn't have to come to this, but it did. What do you want to see done? We'll end with you.
So we also have heard that they may look at extending it today. So we hope that they would not extend the timeline that had been put out, that they were contemplating that. What we hope is that there will be 60 senators that vote to pass 100 and 119, House Resolution 100 and 119, give all railroad workers the 7 sick days. Because we'll be back in this spot in November of 2024, serving Section 6 notices and bargaining again.
Yeah, we'll continue to talk to you through this. You have continued to come on the program here. We'll continue to watch what happens and bring the latest reviews.
Can I say one last thing?
Of course.
If these railroads want to continue hiring people and actually getting people to stay, they might want to consider throwing us a bone. We're losing employees left and right.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the
truth.
No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
For real people.